And developing now, new details in a case of a potential domestic terrorism in Greenwood.
Now, according to police, 31-year-old Christopher Byrne had weapons and claims to be part of a movement the FBI connects to terrorism. Eyewitness News reporter Rich Van Wyk is at the federal courthouse tonight, where the feds are now getting in on this investigation. Rich?
John, the deputy prosecutor in Johnson County wants this case moved to federal court. He says that Byrne's alleged activity didn't break any Indiana laws, but may have violated federal law. Christopher Byrne concerns, perhaps scares, law enforcement authorities.
He seems to have nothing to lose and seems to be willing to do something really, really bad.
Police arrested Byrne outside the Greenwood Park Mall last week. In his car, they say, a rifle, ammunition, scope, noise suppressor, and bottles of common cleaners that, mixed together, become a destructive device of toxic gas. According to those arresting officers, Byrne declared himself a sovereign national. It is an extremist movement. People claim they are exempt from federal taxes and many federal and state laws. It is watched closely by the Southern Poverty Law Center.
The FBI, in fact, has described sovereign citizens as recently as 2011 as a domestic terror movement. And, in fact, sovereign citizens, so-called, have been responsible for the murders of at least 7 law enforcement officials in the last 10 years or so.
Byrne has a criminal history of drunk driving, a conviction for possessing a police rifle and other equipment taken from 2 stolen patrol cars. In Johnson County, he recently pled guilty to having a handgun without a license. Sentencing is set for November. The deputy prosecutor says he sees nothing but contempt.
A contempt for government, a contempt for police, a contempt for the courts, the prosecutors.
But Seat says nothing found in Byrne's car is illegal under Indiana law. He says the U.S. District Attorney is now evaluating the evidence to determine if any federal laws were broken. Unlike Indiana law, federal law, for instance, we are told, prohibits convicted felons from owning rifles and ammunition. Byrne is in the Johnson County jail, held without bond now as he awaits sentencing on that illegal handgun charge, or possession of a handgun. When he is sentenced next November, he could be sentenced to up to 6 years in prison. Back to you.